this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and cover how to create a custom shape in Photoshop CC 2020 using a custom shape of your own logo. So let's go ahead and start with Window. Let's go down to Shapes. Let's go to the hamburger menu and go to New Shape Group because we need a place to keep this once we make it. So let's go ahead and call it Logos. Oops. That's loud. Logo. And go ahead and say OK. All right, let's go ahead and go. Now we're going to make our Photoshop file. So I'm going to go File, New. Let's go ahead and make this for print. That way you can always size it down. Our height is going to be 300 pixels. And our width and height, they're both going to be 300. No, not 300. Yes, 300 pixels, resolution 300. So that should give us a 1 inch by 1 inch square. All right, let's go ahead and do a file, save as. Let's go ahead and put it in our folder, first initial, last name, underscore, dirty cow, custom shape. Okay, I've got it in my folder, so I'm going to go ahead and push save. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my dirty cow. It was in the assets that you downloaded, so File, Open. And there's my dirty cow.ping, so I'm going to say Open. First thing we need to do is select him. So if you're doing another logo, you'd go ahead and select it. Before I do this, I do want to make sure that this is going to end up about the same size that I want it. So let's go File. Let's go Image, Image Size. We want our width to be 0.874 and our height to be 1 inch. So let's do 1 inch here and a resolution of 300. And it should give you that 0.874 right there. So now it'll be tiny. So that's what we want it to be. Let's then go to our layers panel. We're going to go ahead and right click on the actual thumbnail. And we want to do select pixels. From there we want to go ahead and go edit and copy. Alright, so now we've got our image that we want to create the custom shape from. Now we actually have to put it onto something. So let's go ahead and go back to our blank canvas that we created. And let's do a Control V to paste and paste in our dirty cow. Alright, let's right click and select those pixels again. Let's go to our paths panel. And we want to go ahead and go to our hamburger menu and make a work path. We want our tolerance to be 1 and say OK, do not deselect the shape. Now I want you to go to Edit, come down to Define Custom Shape. We're going to name that shape Dirty Cow Logo. And we can see on our shapes file, it's going to go in over there. So we're going to say OK. So now if we look at our layers, if I turn off my layer 1, let's do a Control D to deselect all those. Come on. We shouldn't be able to see anything. Let's add a new layer. Alright, so let's go to our custom shape. Let's go up here to our logo and grab Dirty Cow. Come in and let's go ahead and draw our dirty cow in. And it's going to drop all those others out of the way. And go ahead and move him up. So now I have my dirty cow as a shape. So it is now a vector. I can use him in a lot of different ways. Really tiny, I can use him pretty big. So it's totally up to you as to how you're going to use him in the end. Let's do a file, save as. And if you want to make him transparent, let's go ahead and call him a PNG. And let's call him Dirty Cow Transparent. And save him as a PNG and say save. And you'll be good to go. If you want to put a background behind it, you can do that as well. So what you're going to do is go ahead and turn in the dirty cow, and then I want you to create one more custom shape based on a logo, something that you're working on all the time. That's all for this one.